Hey VC, it's Jonathan, your cheap and cheerful record collector. Hope everybody's doing well out there today. So yesterday, I hooked up with my buddy Brian from Shamrock and Records, and we went to a show here in Portland. It was mostly vintage clothing, which we didn't realize, but they did have some vintage housewares, and they also had two booths of records. So we hit that up. After that, we went to a local bar here in South Portland where they were having a record show. So between those two, I managed to find some items. And then this morning, I went over to Goodwill and found a couple other things. So I got enough records to show, and let's get on it. First one is a compilation, two-record set from OK Music. And this is Western Swing. This is originally recorded between 1927, which is the first couple of songs, Emmett Miller and his Georgia Crackers, Roy Newman and his Boys, the Blue Ridge Playboys, Crystal Springs Ramblers, and of course Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys. And they go from 1927 all the way up to 1950. So a two-record set, really nice condition. Originally, obviously, released on the OK label, in really nice condition. So that's really cool. I love my Western Swing and love original Western Swing. So I'm looking forward to digging into that soon. Also found there a more modern Western Swing band I love, Asleep at the Wheel. And this is their album 10. Bomb, bomb, 10. Haven't heard this one yet, but it's the regular, Ray Benson and the Boys. And love Asleep at the Wheel. Saw them about maybe 10 years ago here in Portland. They gave a great show. Seen them a couple of times. Always a lot of fun. Asleep at the Wheel. Next one is another guy. Whenever I see his records, I grab them. Haven't seen this one before. And it's the great John Hartford. And this is his album, Heading Down into the Mystery Below. This was from 1978 on Flying Fish Records, but has a nice label of, look at the grill air out of there. Yeah, again, haven't listened to this one yet, but everything John Hartford does, I'm a big fan of. So yeah, 1978, John Hartford. Today at Goodwill, I saw this record, blind buy, had no idea what they were, who they were, or what the deal was. But turns out to be a band from out of Connecticut in the 1970s. And this is a band called, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Farquar? Farquahr. Sort of country rock kind of stuff. Very nice, nothing spectacular, but not bad at all. I guess they did fairly well for a while there. They've all the people in the band took on pseudonyms, sort of like the Traveling Wilburys. So they have Barn Swallow Farquar, Hummingbird Farquar, Condor Farquar, and Flamingo Farquar. That's obviously not their real names. But I'm trying to get a date on this. I think it was 1972 on Elektra Records. It's nice. They also give you a booklet with the lyrics. You know I love my lyric sheets. And it's on the Butterfly Elektra label. I listened to side one of this. It was good. I also read, looking into them, that they toured with McGovern when he was running for president. So that's sort of cool. So a band called Farquar. Like that. Yesterday, I only got one jazz album yesterday, which is rare for me. But I saw this for a couple bucks and couldn't leave it there. And it's Charlie Bird, and it's called Top Hat. And features Nat Adderley on cornet, Joe Bird on bass, Johnny Ray on drums, and very bossa nova-esque kind of album. But I liked it a lot. Pretty nice. Not in fantastic shape, but not bad either. Charlie Bird, Top Hat. Date on this, 1975. Next one I picked up, anything I see that has a cover by this artist I have to pick up. I hope no one's offended. This is from R. Crumb, and it's the Hokum Boys. Can't get enough of that stuff. I really wasn't sure about the music. I haven't played it yet, but now I look closer. It was all recorded 1929, original songs, and it's on the Yazoo, Red Yazoo label. Cover, obviously, by R. Crumb. So, yeah, looking forward to digging into this. Obviously, it's a bluesy, jazzy kind of music. When I looked it up online, they called it erotic. So, you can't get enough of that stuff. One song, Put Your Mind on It. We Don't Sell It Here No More. Let Me Have It. Hokum Blues. Selling That Stuff. Etc. So, they're great cover by R. Crumb, the Hokum Boys. This one was still in the shrink. I had nothing by this band, and the price was right. It's the Alabama Shakes. Their first album called Boys and Girls, and it came with the original inner sleeve, again with the lyrics on the back, and it also came with the 7-inch 45 of Heavy Chevy and Pocket Change. And yeah, again, I haven't listened to this one yet. I have nothing by them. First album I have by them. I've heard a couple of their songs. I sort of liked it. So the price was right. I figured it looks virtually brand new. So I had to grab that one. This was my favorite find of the day yesterday. Have a number of albums by this guy. Saw him once. Really enjoy. Just great, great, great. And it's Steve Earl. This is his first album, Guitar Town. I played it earlier today. It sounds great. Cleaned up really nice on the Rainbow MCA label. If you don't know this particular album, he definitely sounds like Steve Earl, but you can definitely tell he's younger. His voice is not quite as rough on this album, but songs are great. Music's wonderful. So yeah, Steve Earl's first album, Guitar Town. You all know I love my blues, so when I saw this, I had to grab it yesterday. Johnny Clyde Copeland, and this is the Copeland special. On Rounder Records, got a date? No date. I'm going to say it's the 80s. There's a Rounder label. But yeah, Johnny Clyde Copeland on guitar and vocals, George Adams on tenor and soprano sax, etc. So yeah, looking forward to digging into this one. Can't find a date on it. I should have looked it up earlier. Sorry, I didn't. There you go. Johnny Clyde Copeland. Saw this and couldn't grab it fast enough. Big fan of this band and this lead guitar player. An English band, and this is Taste with Rory Gallagher. This is their album On the Boards. Just, Atco original U.S. pressing on the yellow Atco label. There is a huge mark on side 2. I don't know if you can see it right there. Where is it? Right there. Right there. But I played it through. Can't hear it. Like it's not even there. So it looks VG, but plays VG++. I was a little scared, and I didn't check it out when I bought it. I got excited and just grabbed it and paid the money and ran. When I got home and opened it up and saw that big mark on the side, I was like, oh my God, I was so upset. But I cleaned it up, it played beautifully, and great album, Rory Gallagher, killing it. Yeah, 1970, Taste. This one I got today at the Goodwill. Again, no blind buy, didn't know anything about them. And so glad I did. Band called Widowmaker. And I wrote down some things about them. I guess they were what they used to call a super group. They were informed from 1975 to 1977. Part of the group was a guy, Ariel Bender, which obviously not his real name, but he played in Spooky Tooth, Steelers Wheel and Mott the Hoople. Bob Daisley played bass and vocals. He also played in Rainbow. He played with Ozzy Osbourne, Uriah Heep, and with Gary Moore. Steve Ellis does the vocals, and he was in a band called Love Affair. And Paul Nichols is the drummer, and he played in Lynn's Fan. So again, I played one side, straight ahead hard rock, a nice find. Widowmaker, UK supergroup as it was. And the last one, which I got today also at Goodwill, big fan of this guy, Harvey Mandel, and this is his album called Get Off in Chicago. Sorry, Get Off in Chicago. Harvey played, did a lot of solo albums, but also played with Canned Heat at Woodstock. A great blues guitar player. And this happens to be a, ta-da, white label promo. So that's sort of cool. Good album. I played it today. I played it, one side of it today. Sort of reminds me a little bit of the Electric Flag and that kind of bluesy sound. But some of the songs are much more laid back, or not as many horns, more cut down. But really good stuff. Harvey Mandel and his album Get Off in Chicago. I'm sorry. Get Off in Chicago. And this is also, I want to say, is the 1970s, 71. So those are the things I found this week. Not amazing stuff, but some really good things there, especially the Steve Earl and the Taste and the Harvey Mandel. So yeah, I did pretty well this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button or give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw. And until next time, peace.